Should work now. Let's see. Testing. Yeah, it's working. You guys coming tomorrow, by the way? Okay. All right, so let's begin our Kabbalat Shabbat service, and we'll turn to 22 for Lechu Neranena. Come, let us sing to the Lord, let us acclaim the rock of our redemption. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzur yishenu, nikadma fana betoda. Naria, naria, Litzur yishenu, bizmirot narialo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. And on the bottom of the next page, last 4 lines, Yismechu hashamayim. Let the heavens rejoice and the earth be glad. Let the sea and all within it roar praise. Yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. Betagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. Betagel haaretz. Yiram hayam. Yiram hayam. Yiram hayam umalo. Yiram hayam. Yiram hayam. Yiram hayam umalo. Yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. Betagel haaretz. All right. Jump ahead a bit to Romemu on the bottom of 30. And that is, exalt the Lord our God, worship at God's holy mountain, for the Lord our God is holy. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, Eishtachavu Lehar Kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, Eishtachavu Lehar Kodsho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lehar Kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lehar Kodsho. And we're turning now to Mizmor LeDavid, Psalm 29, on page 34, and we'll rise. Sorry, Dan. Mizmor LeDavid, Avu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, Avu l'Adonai kavod va'oz, Avu l'Adonai kivod shemo, Ishtachavu l'Adonai behadra kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod irim Adonai Amayim Rabim Kol Adonai Bakoach Kol Adonai Behadar Kol Adonai Shover Arazim Vaishaber Adonai Et Arzei Alvanon Vayarkideim Kemo Egel Levanon Vesiryon Kemo Ben Rehemim Kol Adonai Chotzev Lavotesh Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh Kol Adonai Yecholel Ayalot Vayecheso V'yeharot V'echalo Kulo Merkavod V'echalo Kulo Merkavod Adonai Lamabu Yashav Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam Adonai Oz Yamo Yitain Adonai Yevarech Et Amo Shalom. All right, and you may be seated. Lecha Dodi, every other verse. Lecha Dodi Likrad Kala Penei Shabbat Nikavla Lecha Dodi Likrad Kala Penei Shabbat Nikavla Shamor Vizachor Midibur Echad Yishme'anu El Amiyuchad Adonai Echad Ushmo Echad L'Shemu Tiferet Veli Dehila Lecha Dodi Likrad Kala Penei Shabbat Nikavla Migadash Melech Ir Melucha Kumitzei Mitorafecha Rav Lach Shevet Be'emek HaBacha Ve'uyachamo L'alaichem Lach Lecha Dodi Likrad Kala Penei Shabbat Nikabla, top of 40. Hitoreri, Kiva ore kumi ori, uri, Shir daberi, Kivod Adonai alaich nigla, Lecha Dodi Likrad Kala, Penei Shabbat Nikabla, Ve'ayulim Shisa, Shosaich, V'rachaku Komevalaich, Yasis Alaich, Elohaich, Kimsos Chatan Al-Kala, Lecha Dodi Likrad Kala, Penei Shabbat Nikab. We rise as we welcome the Sabbath Queen. Bohi v'shalom ateret ba'ala gam besimcha uvetzala tochem unei am segula Bohi chala Lecha Dodi Likrad Kala Penei Shabbat Nikabla. And I don't even have to say you may be seated because you did. Anyway, let's read responsively on page 43, the Sabbath Psalm. It is good to thank you, O Lord, to sing praises to your exalted name, to proclaim your love every morning and your faithfulness. To the sound of the 10-string lyre with voice and the music of the harp, your works, O Lord, bring me gladness. How great are your deeds, O Lord, how profound are your designs. The simple cannot comprehend, the foolish. Though the wicked may thrive like grass, and doers of evil seem to flourish. Their doom is sure to come, for yours is the ultimate triumph. Those who oppose you will perish. The workers of iniquity will be routed. You have given me extraordinary power. I am like one who has been anointed. I see the defeat of my foes. I hear the doom of my enemies. The righteous will flourish like the palm tree. They will thrive like the cedar of Lebanon. Planted in the house of the Lord, they will flourish. In the courts of our God, even in old age, they will bear fruit, retaining their vigor and their strength, proclaiming that the Lord is just, my rock, in whom there is no unrighteousness. 4 lines from the bottom of 42. Tzadikat amar yifrach ke'erez balavanon yizkeh shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun b'seva tishenim berananim yiyu lehagid ki ashar Adonai Zuri, velo amalatabo. Adonai malaki levishavesh Adonai is it desire to go nebel baltimot. Mikolot maim rabim adidim, mishpereyah madir bamarom Adonai. Eidotecha nemnu meyod, Leveid chanav hakodesh, Eidotecha nemnu meyod, Leveid chanav hakodesh, Adonai liyorech yamim. And mourners in Yardside Kaddish, Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, V'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon of yomechon of chay dechol beit Yisrael, Bagala v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach leolam ulomei omaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekut shabrichu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We'll rise for Baruch Hu, page 50. Baruch Hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam va'ed. You may be seated. Baruch et Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'ravim. Umavir yom umevi laila umavdil ben yom uvein laila Adonai tziva'ot shemo. Elachai v'kayam tamidim locha leinu leolam va'ed. Baruch et Adonai amarif aravim. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amchavta. Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu lemahadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu v'shachbenu v'kumenu nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, uv'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. Ki heim chayenu, v'yorech yameinu, v'yorech yameinu, uvahem nege, yomam v'layla, yomam v'layla, v'yahavadcha, al tasir mimenu li'olamim, baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, bechol levavcha, uvechol nafshecha, uvechol meodecha, ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele. Asher anochi mitzavcha hayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartabam b'shivtecha b'veitecha v'lechtecha v'derech uv'shoch b'chav kumecha ukshartam leot ahoyadecha v'ayu letotafot b'neinecha Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. And we'll go on to page 60 for Micha Mocha. Umalchuto beratzon kiblu alehem Moshe v'nei Yisrael lecha anu shira b'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam Mi chamocha bo'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neder b'kodesh, norati lo tosefele, malchutecha ra'uvanecha, bokei ayam lifnei Moshe, ze eli anu v'yamru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, v'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, Ugalo miyad chazak mimenu baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'amidenu malkeinu l'chayim ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha v'tagneinu beitzot. Ki el shomreinu Umatzilenu ata, ki el melech, chanun verachumata, ushmor tzeitenu, ufoenu, lechayim, uleshalom, Me'ata ve'ad olam, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, baruch atah Adonai, apore sukat shalom, aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Please rise. We're on 64 for Vishamru. Veshameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael beini uvein b'nei Yisrael Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam ki sheshet yamim ahasa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashivi shavat vayin hafash Yitkadal veyitkadash me rabba. Be'alma divrach irutei ve'amlich malchutei. B'chayechon uve'yahomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael. Bahagala, bahagala, u'bizman karif. Ve'yimeru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach. Le'olam olol me'omaya yidbar. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitba'ar ve'yitroman ve'yitnaseh ve'yitadar ve'yitaleh ve'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu li'ela mincho bechata ve'shirata tushbechata ve'nechemata da'amiran me'oma Ve'yimeru amen. We'll take a few moments to complete the Amidah. Let's think of those who need and listen to that. Let's think of those who need healing, body and of spirit. Ed Hochberger, Lynn Schaefer, Hannah bat Yonah Ve'ittel, Ariel bat Sarah, Yosef ben Chana, Corrine Fisher, Jen Vecchio, George Copeland, Henya bat Chaya, Rachel bat Shifra, David Yaakov ben Bracha, Brian and Jay Wilner, Leanne Tratner, Deborah Costanza and June Farber, Jonathan Geller, Yisrael Yehuda ben Yentaliba, Bailey bat Chaya, Zeb ben Fegaliba, Sarah Vered, Leah Vered, Hannah Karen, Bill Finkelstein, Elliot Edley, Sarah bat Leka, Ezra ben Natan, Michelle Yelland, Louis Blyman, Fagel bat Rivka, John Smith, Frida bat Yehudis, Brunya bat Blima, Levi Eliyahu, Fega bat Hensha, Eliezer ben Devorah, Joseph Finkel, Benjamin ben Reza, Barbara Meyer, Marilyn Bardakowski, Linda Savanor, Jacob Gelb, Tirza Brina bat Nechama, Sam Troy, Allison Duncan, Marcy Weinberger, and Carol Cranston. And anyone else you'd like to add, say their names and they'll be included. Mi sheberach avoteinu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. And we'll continue on page 80. Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzeva ha'am vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa vayishbod bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vayikadesh oto ki v'shavat mikol melachto ki v'shavat mikol melachto asher bara asher bara asher bara Elohim lasot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu, Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzchak, v'Elokei Yaakov, Elokei Sarah, Elokei Rivka, Elokei Rachel, v'Elokei Leah. Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Yanora, El Elyon, Konei Shamayim, va'aretz, Magen Avot, Bidvaro, Mechaye Metim B'Mahamoro, Ha'el HaKadosh, She'en Kamohu, Ha'meniach Le'amo, B'Yom Shabbat Kodsho, Kivam Ratza, Le'haniach Lahem, Kivam Ratza le'aniach lahem lefanav na'avod b'yira v'fachad v'nodeh lishmo b'chol yom tamid mehen abrachot el ha'hodaot Adon Hashalom Mekadesh HaShabbat Umvarech Shevihi Umeniach B'Kedusha Leha Megdush Neoneg Decher Lemase Vereshit Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu, Retzei v'imnuchateinu, Kadeshenu v'mitzvotecha, V'tein chelkenu v'toratecha, Sabeinu mituvecha, V'samcheinu b'shuatecha, V'taher libeinu, Le'avdecha, 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 be'emet v'taher libeinu li'avdecha be'emet v'hanchi leinu Adonai Eloheinu Yahava uveratzon Shabbat kodshecha v'yanuchu v'Yisrael mekadeshei shemecha Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat Yet Gadavi Gadashime Rabba, Vialma Divrakid Diviam Liquid Ebachaychon of Yamechon of Chaydo of Israel, Bagalav is Mangarivi Meru, Amen. Eshme Rabba Mevorach, Lealam Olam Meomaya, Yid Barak, Fishtabak Vit Arvit Romavit Nase, Veita Darvita Levita Laushme de Kudushabarihu. Li'elam ingobagata v'shirata, tushbekata v'nechemata, damiran bi'oma v'imeru, amen. Titkabal, slotonavat on the Israel, kodam on the vishmaya v'imeru, amen. Yesh lamarabba min shemaya v'chaim alenu v'yal ko Israel, v'imeru, amen. Ose shalom imrama v'yose shalom, alenu v'yal ko Israel, v'imru, Amen. We'll rise for Kiddush, page 90. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu V'Shabbat kodsho, v'yahava uvratzon, hinchilanu, zikaron lemahaseh v'reshit. Ki hu yom techila, lemikra'e kodesh, zecher litziat mitzrayim. Kivanu v'charta, Ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'yahava uveratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. And we'll remain standing, 118 for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latein gedula leotzer b'reishit, shelo asani gegoye aratzot, velo samani b'shmegot ha'adama, shelo samchelekenu kahem, v'gor aleinu gechol amonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, shehurat hashamayim v'yoser haaretz. Nehemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom mahu yeh Adonai echad u'shema echad u'shema echad. And we'll come to Mourner's Kaddish, page 124. We're remembering the yard sites that fall today, the 19th of June, the 4th of Tammuz. These include Leon Blum, Herman Goldberg, Isidore Levin, Raymond Oxman, Debbie Perlman, and Robert Rubel. Beginning tonight, Bob Capon, Alan Rosenberg. We continue to think of Art Schumann, Sheila Rosenthal, Dana Goldstein, Shelley Smolowitz, Ron Lieberman, Connie Krodick, Kurt Gitter, Francis Diller, Diane Rabinowitz, Steve Naklis, Fran Lubin, Ruth Polk, Elaine Arnow, Roz Rudin, and anyone else? I think I've got everybody. And those who are mourning, please join me in the words of the Kaddish as we magnify and sanctify God's holy name. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah v'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute v'chayichon v'yomechon v'chayi d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kari v'imru Amen. Yesh me'ra b'mevorach le'olam u'lomei omaya Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit roman v'yit naseh v'yit hadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekud sha barichu la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata damiran b'yoma v'imru Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Well, wishing you all a very good Shabbat. Tomorrow we will have services in-house and online, and you can observe what's going on in Kirby Park on your way out if you come in person, and it's supposed to be a big festivity tomorrow. And Sarah Friedman is doing the Haftarah. It is her 40th birthday, I believe, this weekend. So we all want to celebrate with her. There's a Kiddush at Oav Tzedek directly following, so in honor of her birthday. So you're welcome to come from here to the Kiddush at Oav Tzedek. I'm going to go on over, and I guess you're going to go on over. So that'll be a nice celebration for Sarah. She deserves to be celebrated. Good woman. And let's conclude with, what do you think? I think so. And Sherry and I are both fans of the traditional melody, so I always stick with that one. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitzem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Well, there's a couple other ones, but there's a Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Shalom. But I still like that one. And there's some other, well, anyway. Stick with it. Sometimes the straight traditional one hits me as the most spiritual, and that one does. Now, do you like the regular Lecha Dodi as well? Like Lecha Dodi? I know one, I remembered somebody having that more favorite. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good Lecha